In the 60s, you could get proper drugs, you know, from your doctor, from your GP, and it'd come in a nice little bottle. It'd have diamorphine hydrochloride written on it.
Yeah.
It'd have a skull and crossbones on it. And it'd have poison on it. And you'd go, yeah,
I'll have a bit of that.
that's for me.
I always sound very excited, but I am excited today. I'm meeting Andy Zapp. Andy Zapp, I remember meeting him at a club, Ivor Dembina's club, and he's always in the audience, generally heckling, but funny. So I've helped him write a few things in the last couple of years, and he's coming along shortly. Andy, I heard you.
Out there.
Is it cold out there? Andy Zapp!
Hey! God.
Just walked past, he didn't even hug me.
No,
Normally,
no,
when we
no,
meet.
I'm more interested in the camera actually. But come on, come bring it in, bring it in. Oh, you're lovely, you are. What a lovely geezer.
Andy Zapp. I could be sitting down as well, couldn't I? Yeah.
Just lie down or lie on the floor.
This is wobbly though, this one. Let's do the whole interview like this. Are we rolling?
We are rolling.
We're rolling.
Oh, well, we're rolling.
This is Andy Zapp. Andy Zapp, I think you're one of the first interviews I've done. I'm sitting, you're sitting. Do you prefer sitting or standing?
Well, it all depends what I'm doing really.
Does it?
Yes.
Number ones or twos, you know?
Number one or two, yeah.
Would you sit for...
I would sit down for a number one. My age. It's quite, oh God, that's great. Relax.
Yeah. I think I would occasionally.
Yeah, why not? You know.
Yeah. Prostate.
Prostate.
No, I wouldn't start with that. I wouldn't start with that.
No, you want to start? Well, you have started. Yeah, prostate.
Because I saw on,
Right
suddenly
side.
I saw, oh, he's in hospital. And I thought, oh, Andy's in hospital.
Yeah.
But it's all fine.
Yeah, just having a prostate drilled out.
Is that the technical term for it?
It's called aquablation, actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's modern technology, a robot up your body.
A robot?
It's like a robotic thing.
Right.
Yeah, it goes. It's water jets. It's quite interesting because it's like a donut, isn't it? That squeezes round.
Yours
it.
is, mate.
Yes. Like
Sugary and got jam in it.
Yes, that's right. Yes, they all licked it off. They're just licking it all off.
You told me you had a pipe in either end, though.
Oh, I did.
How was
in
that?
the good old days, yeah. Oh, wonderful.
Oh, man.
New series for the national health, yeah.
Yeah, oh, totally. Do they put you under, or...
Oh, without, yeah.
You can
no,
watch.
wide awake. You're sticking rods up your botty.
Yeah.
Yeah, up your winky. God, bloody, you wouldn't want to be awake for that.
So, when did you start? I remember seeing you for the first time at Ivor Dembina's club. Is that where?
Yeah.
I remember you sitting in the audience, kind of vaguely heckling in a nice way.
Well, when I was with Ivor, because that was had a heckly kind of thing. I was do the heckly and the music about 13 years ago.
Oh, okay. You've got a great face for photographs.
Have I?
Yeah. Do you like your photograph being taken?
I do.
Do you?
Yeah.
You look so smug.
Slavic cheekbones.
You are okay. You are Slavic. You're Polish.
Polish.
Were you born in Poland?
No, born in Wales.
Were you?
Yes, I'm a cockney tafpon.
Why were you born in Wales?
Because after the war, there was a big transit camp.
We're talking the First World War, yeah?
Yes, that's right. I was looking good, didn't I? Don't fucking stop.
Yeah.
No, my parents, when they came after the war, they had a big transit camp in Wrexham.
Wow.
All the Poles kind of went there.
So both parents Polish?
Both parents Polish, yeah.
And then what happened? You're a bit of a London Cockney geezer now, aren't you?
I'm a proper Cockney geezer. I'm more Cockney than a Cockney's, mate.
I know.
Tell you.
I'm just cutting the interview a little bit here, just to say if you're liking this interview with the great Andy Zapp, then like, but more importantly, subscribe. Thank you very much. And back to the interview, it's great. But from Wales, how did you end up in London, Landon?
Train.
Really? They had trains then as well?
Yes, that's
Wasn't horse and cart. Come on, Andy. Yeah, let's play up to the stereotypes.
The family bought a house in Brixton. So my mother came down, my father came down, my grandmother came down, my father's grandparents were there, and we all just lived in this big house in Brixton. Yeah, it was good fun. I remember happy days. I was thinking back on my life, you know, I mean, I've had a great life, Steve.
We met on occasion, writing together and bits and bobs, and you know, you do a show which I love the title, Sex, Drugs and
Getting old.
Getting old, Sex, Drugs and Getting Old, which is not a great title. And
shame about the show though. No, joking. No, it's a good show. It's a good show.
But the sex, drugs, the drugs ones is where we talked a lot about.
Yeah.
And you've done a lot of material about it.
Yeah, coming into comedy at the age of 66, because I'd always wanted to do it. I was on Logan Murray's course.
Right.
I did his course.
Yeah.
About 7-8 years previous, but I still had a family and stuff like that, and so I did Logan Murray's course. Cost me £350. You know what I mean? So he still owes me £350 because I'm still not funny. So,
that's a very
Logan, if you're listening, where's that money?
Yeah.
Well, I love it.
Yeah.
I like the way I'm progressing. It's kind of, writing was always a problem. So now I just have the telly on all day, watch it, and then I just have the notebook there, and then I'll just, instead of just writing, I'll just get down, put a few notes down, and at the end of the day, I've got a load of notes. I'm doing one about Jesus at the moment, and Russell Brand. It's kind of quite but it is kind of coming together.
You were matey with Russell Brand.
I knew Russell Brand. I hadn't seen him in years. Yeah, he was. He's doing what he's doing now.
What is he doing?
Oh, don't
I know.
Don't get me.
I don't know if I should go down that.
Don't get me fucking started. You know what I mean? I think, well, he's got a third of America on side with his attitude to Jesus and stuff like that. So you know what I'm saying? He's a nice little learner. Reading passages out of the what do you call it? The Bible.
Yeah.
I
can't even remember the main book.
Yeah.
What's it called?
The bestseller. Who by though? We don't know who wrote it though, do we?
Careful, I need to get the American market myself, so let's keep it on the right side of best gig, worst gig. Have you got one in your head?
One gig. It was the worst and the best in one way.
Oh, we didn't have that before.
It kind of turned it because it's one of my favourite jokes I got out of the gig. It was sort of a packed room. But they just weren't up for it, and they're just kind of just sitting there not giving me anything. Yeah. And I was so angry. I was driving home. I'm driving home, and then I wrote that joke about, I'm driving, went to the doctor's, and he said, Mr. Zapp, can you maintain an erection? Of course I can, just not my own. You know what I'm saying? And I was kind of pleased with that. So that kind of offset the back part. So, now it doesn't bother me now if I have a bad gig.
Would you still get hurt? Are you more thick-skinned?
Well, I know I get hurt. It is, because I remember being with Ben Norris, and this woman came in to the green room, and they'd been a real kind of just starey, not giving us anything, And she came in and asked Ben if they'd been a good audience, and he said, "You're a bunch of."
I wish I'd got the C word again. We only had that just literally the other day.
But yeah.
What best gig? What about best gig?
Best gigs? Well, I've had a lot of best gigs. I did one with Russell Brand, like a fundraiser for the 12-step fellowship.
Yeah.
And I was on the bill, and it was just doing it in a big theatre.
Oh wow.
And they were all just up for it.
Yeah.
It's having more fun with the audience.
Let's get a glasses shot. So put your.
You like the glasses shot? Yeah. This is so
That's
passé.
Is it?
Everybody's doing it.
Are they though? They're not, are they?
No, only you.
Not as good as me.
We're just going.
That's a good one actually. Do you wear glasses on stage?
I do. I can't make up whether to wear them or not wear them. I take my teeth out as well.
Do you? On stage?
Yeah.
Why is that? That's good.
Because it looks silly. Anyway, we're a cheap laugh, you know me.
F18 on this one, mate.
Yeah.
So I get your teeth in focus. So would you take your teeth out
before.
When you're on? Oh, before. So you had the whole set.
Yeah.
Why is that then?
I don't know. It's just how I'm feeling, really. I kind of go with. Give it a go.
Yeah.
I do find it amusing. It is amusing. I go, all right, darling, could you? All that whole nonsense.
Yeah. What would you do if you weren't doing stand-up?
Doing nothing, really. Just do what I want. Yeah. I don't know. You know me, I think work's not all it's cracked up to be anyway.
But is there anything in this world that you could fancy yourself being?
Well, I fancy myself as a bit of a rump-hold of the Bailey. I wouldn't mind being.
Oh, so legal side.
Legal, yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah, like a barrister, yeah. No, because I used to be a criminal. Don't be daft.
You were a bit of a criminal, weren't you?
Oh, a bit of a criminal.
Give me a criminal story. Go on. Because you do a routine about going to prison, don't you?
Yeah.
Have you been to prison?
I have a few times, yeah.
I don't think I've had anybody interviewed anybody who's been inside.
No, wrong uns. I'm not a wrong un, no.
Well, not yet though.
Not yet. No.
And there's been your dodgy stuff's kind of fairly okay dodgy stuff, I think.
Mine's run of the mill.
Yeah. How long were you in for the longest stretch?
Oh, I've never done long.
Oh, okay.
I think, well, the longest stretch I did was, I have to laugh about that, when like, I got put on remand, remand, you think, that was the worst sentence ever, I kid you not.
But remand is waiting to be
kind of taken to court, but the thing is, I had bail. They'd actually offered me, all they needed was somebody to bail me out, and nobody would bail me out.
But how much was the bail? It
wasn't a lot.
But the fact that no one came to
nobody came to bail me out, I tell you, it's agonising, because you're sitting in your cell and you're lying on the bed, and as soon as you hear that somebody coming towards your door,
you think it's...
Oh, for fuck's sake, Steve, honestly, it was awful. I'm kind of, just this constant disappointment, and it lasted for 7 months.
On remand?
On remand, yeah.
But what was it for?
It was just something stupid, I forget now.
So you wouldn't have even got 7 months even if you were convicted?
Oh yeah, they was just on your way when I got to court, you know what I mean? Time served and all that, but it was awful. First day I thought, well, I'll be here a couple of days, 3 days. Like 7 months.
Was that at the time when you were drugs as well, or was that not to do with anything?
Drugs was always part of my story. Yeah, I started in the 60s, so...
You met lots of people. In the 60s, I mean,
what stupid question? You met lots of people.
No, I mean,
what type of people?
Well, I mean,
come on.
But I mean, you're already kind of connected with the kind of showbizy stuff as well, weren't you, in the 60s?
Yeah. Well, people were much more, approachable. You could approach people. They were much more. Yeah, it was the King's Road really. I kind of got in with the King's Road crowd.
Yeah.
And that was just the place to be, really. You had the Pheasantry there, and then there was kind of the 100 Club up the West End. Yeah, there was a couple of girls that I knew, a couple of sisters, and they kind of knew Chris Jagger, and then I got introduced to Chris Jagger, and then we'd go round to Mick Jagger's place in Harley Street, and all these people, Mark Bolan, Brian Jones was, I'd supply him with the drugs that killed him, I think. You know what I mean?
Claim to fame. But you've been clean for how long?
Oh well, blimey! Got into recovery when I was 39. So
seriously?
So yeah, but I was in for 7 years. Stayed clean for 7 years. Then I relapsed for 4 years, and then I'm clean now for 26 years, clean and serene.
You're very much involved in that world.
Well, I like the whole 12-step structure, really.
Yeah.
I like, how it supports people. I'm not in the God part of it. I'm an atheist, so, they talk about higher power. I kind of, all right.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking personal responsibility, mate. In life, I am the issue, the problem. You know what I mean? I was looking back on my life. No, I've never gone hungry.
Yeah.
People say it's hell taking drugs, or it was great in the 60s. We had a right laugh. In the 60s, you could get proper drugs. You could get heroin, proper heroin, from your doctor, from your GP. It'd come in a nice little bottle. It'd have diamorphine hydrochloride written on it.
Yeah.
It'd have a skull and crossbones on it. And it'd have poison on it. And you'd go,
I'll have a bit of that.
That's for me.
Seriously? Is that how it... Really?
Yeah. Well, you go to Harley Street. I used to have doctors in Harley Street. Crystal meth. It's just funny because they ain't clueless, really, the drugs people are, really, because they were giving us crystal meth to get us off of cocaine,
right?
Diamorphine to get us off of morphine, and then they gave us methadone to get us off of heroin and morphine. Doctors and all that, like we used to have doctors. Oh, hello, Andrew. So nice to see you. Have you got? And you give him £50, and you just write you a nice prescription for this and that.
F13, everybody.
F13.
Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that. And now look into the mirror. What do you see? That's a good one. Do you like looking in the mirror?
Well, what's not?
you paused as you said that.
What's not to like?
What do you see?
Lines.
Yeah. Anything else you see?
I see a really nice man. I see good geezer.
Yeah.
Got good cheekbones. Laughter. Like smiling. Yeah, well, I'm really lucky. Like, I'm 76. I only look about 60. So
you don't look 76. Yeah.
No, don't act 76 either.
No, that's all right though. Because a lot of people I know don't look their age as comedians. Do you think it's because they haven't had a proper job?
Yeah, they're going to be doing fuck all. Nominated. My award. Is that my award? The winner today, ladies and gentlemen, of the Self-Obsessed Narcissist of the Year award, ladies and gentlemen.
Invite you round. and wanted to just take a picture myself. I always ask best photograph, favourite photograph.
We can't just have one photograph in all the hundreds of thousands of images. Well, I sent you two, didn't I? I sent where Kathy and I are in a boat going to Trogir and
Trogir in Croatia.
Yeah, and we just get soaked, and she's laughing and I'm laughing, and
it's a lovely photograph.
Yeah, and the other one where I'm being tender to her, and I told her I loved her or something.
Really? Is that what you said in those?
So get your knickers off. No, shut up.
You know what? I have got a really nice picture of you that's really regal. You look quite regal there. That's one of my favourite photos of you that I've taken. Just going to do a selfie with Andy Zapp. You look very smart. Yeah, well. Thanks very much, matey.
No, lovely. Thank you for having me.
I think we got everything. Have we got everything? Let me have a hug, and then what's your future things?
Well, I've got a few. Like we've got the podcast.
Podcast.
Bollocksology.
Bollocksology.
I think where am I? I'm Bristol on tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward.
I don't think this is going to go out in tomorrow's gone, but he had a great gig.
Yes.
Did you? It was great, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a great gig. Yeah,
Cheers, mate.
All right, mate.
Yeah.
Lovely.